Okay, good morning everyone. Today we have week 6, right? Right, week 6. Right?
5.
5. Okay, scan the QR code. I'll be back just a second. Okay, all I scan. Okay, so for week 5 you need to repeat the steps we're done where you populate and create your tables. So you need to open SQL Plus and we need to create the table for HR. Again, so don't forget SQL Plus. Then, what we need to do, we enable the service, don't forget, because here the service every time is going to be stopped. So go to services, or just search for service, and then go to Oracle Service, ORCL, no need to open, just right click and press start. Okay, so you need here, it should says running. Then you go back to SQL Plus. Now in SQL Plus, the username is system and password is Oracle. Even the cursor is not moving, that's fine. That's why I told you last time, close your eyes and write Oracle. It doesn't matter. Once I have logged in successfully, then I should see the screen here again. If the service is running already, yeah, you enable service. Okay, Oracle. So the password is Oracle. Same from last file. Username is system. Password is Oracle. You should be able to log in successfully, giving you the indication SQL is ready to run on this terminal. Okay? All ready here? Anyone needs 1 second? Half second? Yeah. No, this is yeah, SQL Plus. No, this is SQL Channel. SQL Plus. Yeah. Now system password. Okay. Now we need to create our table from HR. So what was the command? Start. Start. So you need to locate your folder where the script and make sure it's unzipped. Okay, so don't copy the path from zipped file. You need to extract your folder before you run the following command. Extract, locate the hr.sql, copy the path, and then write on the terminal start, and make sure to enclose the path with double quotation. Then hr.sql. Okay? Then you hit enter. Nothing happened, hit enter again. Now it's okay. So you should get one row created and this kind of indicating that SQL was running successfully. Okay? All able to follow up? Anyone needs 1 millisecond? 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond? Already finished, huh? Yes. Yeah, unzip, extract your folder first. Make sure you extract, please extract the folder first before running your command.
Nhà nhớ em chìa số cái chìa này.
Okay? Yeah. Extract first. No, the other one. To get the folder from here. Create. Yeah. And now open, locate hr.sql inside the script. Not the script. Now copy the path. Yeah, not this path. Yeah, click. Okay? Yeah. So today we're going to work only on hr.sql, so no need to call start again for the other file. because next time you're gonna do it again, every time. Because nothing starts with this machine. Okay? All are okay. Yeah. That's good enough. Perfect. Down. Okay, everyone? Anyone else? No? Okay, that means we are now ready to start our practical session. It's just preparation for the environment. Okay, then open the question for exercise 5. And let's start with the first one. We'll use this later with the command. Okay. So the first one, it says the HR department needs a report to display the employee number, last name, salary, and salary increased by 15%. This is easy, right? Here it says the salary increased by 15%. So you need to show the salary after being increased, the current one, 15.5%. So you have a salary inside your database, right, inside your table. Then I need from you to calculate how much the salary would be if we increment the current salary by 15.5%. So that means you need to calculate how much 15.5% from the current salary, then add up to the current salary again, right? Very easy. So the first step, we need to calculate how much 15.5 contribute, or is the proportion from your salary, how much would be. Then we add up to the current salary again, right? Like if I ask you now, I'm giving for your father, saying, okay, this is 1,000 ringgit every week is giving you. Then you ask for increment 15.5. Then that how much would be 15.5 if you are taking from your parents 1,000, right? That means 155 ringgit. Then you add up would be 1155, right? Because this is 15.5% would be 155 for this case. So exactly same case is here that we need to do. So go to SQL Plus and then select, and then we follow. First we need employee ID. Employee ID. Then what else? We need last name. Then we need salary. We already have salary. Then we need a new salary. So how to get the 15.5% from the current salary? Just simply we multiply, right? We take the current salary, multiply by 15.5 divided by 100, because 15%, which means 0.155, if you like, straight away to correct. Correct? So we need to ensure that this division is going to be done first, before multiplication, because they have the same power. Or I think should be fine. Either way, that's fine. Either way, that's fine. Because if you multiply first, then you divide. No, it might be. I think just follow the intuition. 15.5% divided by 100. Then this will give us only this one. the amount that we're gonna increase, we still need to add up to the original one to see the new salary. We're not looking for how much increment is gonna be, but the new salary, the new amount of money the person is gonna have to pay. So now we are going to get the figure for the increment by multiplying the current salary by 15.5. Then we add up again the salary, the current salary. So plus salary, right? As, because we have alias, it says here new salary. So new salary from employees. And here we get the result. So you can do comparison between new results and the results obtained here. So we got the new salary with the increment is going to be, for example, for this employee, his salary is going to be up to 27,720. That sounds great, right? If it's monthly. Okay, clear? The first one? You can copy if you like to keep it for your reference. How to write comments in SQL? You put 2 dash. This is question 1. Okay, now we move on to question 2. Yeah, another matter here, but it didn't show up. Yeah, like this one. If you want to round now, the question doesn't say. But in case if you want to express as a whole number, yeah, as a whole number. Yeah, it doesn't say if we are allowed to show decimal. But in case, let's say we want to round up the number, then there's a function called round. Okay, there's a function called round you can use. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you, something that can make your life easier if you want to learn new things. Now, let's say round, you have no idea how to use, right? Now, I'm sure that many of us will go and put round inside the query immediately, but you have no idea how to use. So instead of doing this, you can do some experiment first. How to do experiment here? Let's say I want to see what is the round number for this value. But unfortunately, you cannot just write round and then hit enter, right? You cannot. It doesn't work like this. So in order to have my function running without going to my query, just to test, see how it works, right? Then I can type select, and also it's not enough. If you are working on SQL Server, this is enough. But in Oracle, not enough. We need to write from, but from a dummy table exists inside Oracle, which is called do. This is dummy table. Okay, now in this case, I can try to focus how round works. I can do experiments, see if I put this value, if I put this value, and so on. Alright, so this is a great way. Some people try to implement new things that they don't know how to use in a big project, for example, or even in a big query. Then it's going to be so messy, and you don't know what's going on. Is it the problem from somewhere else inside the query, or is it coming from your add up, and so on. So trying this way is so useful. You learn first, then you implement. So now we run, we see the value. Okay, let's say I got here 5, 6, 7. Then I can specify the round number. If I say 0, still here. Yeah, so here it has been rounded up, right? So it becomes 1154. How about if I put 1? Then it will show with 1 decimal point. So you can specify how many decimal points you like to have inside the result. You see, now how much simpler? I can try with any figure from my mind. I don't need to go and implement inside the query, then check the table, see the result, and so on. Okay? You can do this for anything you're not sure how to use, especially functions. Now we know how round works. If we like to implement back inside the same query, though the question doesn't say. So I would assume that it's not important and you shouldn't lose mark since it's not mentioned. But if we like to round the number, then we can now we know how to use round. So we can provide all the values, right? Then comma. Sorry, we need plus salary. So it's going to be like this. So I take all the value for the calculated salary, the new salary, then I round it up with 0 decimal. That means I need to get rid of any decimal value I have. Then I give the alias name as new salary. Now I got an error. What do I do from employees? Sorry?
Is
The parentheses, right? Yeah, right, yes, correct. Thank you. So here I forgot to add, not this one. Okay? Just don't get confused. The whole value, then comma. Whatever calculation you have, then comma the precision, let's say, for decimal value. Any question? Any question? Okay, so silence means agreement. No question. So either this you can have, since the question doesn't specify if you have to use round or not, and this is with round. Okay? Or you may have both and then see the result. You can have both, that's fine. Maybe you can call this new salary 1, new salary 2, or rounded salary, rounded new salary. Up to you anyway, just suggestions. Now we go to question 2. Modify the query question 1 by adding a column that subtracts the old salary from the new salary. The old salary, this is the old salary. We need to subtract the old salary from the new salary. In other words, what are we supposed to get? The amount of increment, right? Because if I subtract this from this, I'm gonna get the increment amount. Correct? Logical. Right. So let's see. Let's do it again. Employee ID, last name, salary. We need to keep the new salary. Then, according to the output here, we need to show new column for the incremental or the incremented value. Then we write like this. Then we come to this one. We're gonna say this increment. But here, after the value is rounded up, I need to subtract from the current salary. That's it. Alright? Or another easy way, just I calculate this again. That's it. Same. Because I'm adding salary, then subtracting salary again. So this will go with this. But following the question, just we follow what the question says. It says subtract the new salary, the old salary from the new salary. So just we follow. Okay? Any question? Any question? From the tag line? Okay. Then don't forget to have from employees, and then we get an error again. Yeah, this is for the old line. We don't have the round. Is this correct? No, it's not correct. Correct or not correct? Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. Just for the parentheses. Actually, this editor is not so convenient to use, but still fine. here. Where is? Oh, for the other one. Not the previous one. This is not mine. This is correct. This one, just I need to add another parenthesis. Now from okay, any question? Now let me just copy. Okay, we move to question 3. If you are writing or copying, then let me know. I can wait for a second. Okay, question 3, write a query that displays the last name with the first letter in uppercase and the other letters in lowercase. So now we need to learn a new function, right? We need some function that could help us to achieve this. The first letter in uppercase and the other letters in lowercase and the length of the last name. So for this one, there's a function called initCap. Okay, this function is going to help us to get the purpose for this one. So it's going to help us to have sentence case where the first letter of the word or the sentence starts with capital, or even every word inside the sentence starts with capital, the rest in small letter. So now we're not sure how this works. Do we go to the query and implement? Not yet. So we go and explore. Just see how it works by using tool table, the dummy table. So select initCap, then we provide some string and see how it works. That's it. So we do experiment. We need to understand the output, how it works first. So here, let's type hello, for example, all in capital letter. Then if you run, you're gonna get error because I'm using double quotation. It says invalid identifier. You have to use single quotation. So you see the output. The first letter in capital, the rest are in small letter. How about if I write a sentence? Hello world, for example. Then what's gonna happen? You see? The first letter in capital. Every word, the first letter is gonna be in capital or uppercase. So now we know how to use. Then what we need to do for our last name, because it says the question is about last name. Alright, it's about the last name. So what we need to use, replace what with what? We need just to replace this one and put here the column name. That's it. Right? Right or left? So let's see. So just we type select and cap last name. See how easy, and we need alias for sure as name. What else? Now we need to get the length. But if you like just to test, sometimes it's also a good idea to build up the query a bit by a bit. So you can test the first portion and just see if the last name is showing up as expected from employees. Okay, so it looks fine for all names. Now we upgrade or add up to our query. This is also a good approach. Like when you sit on the table and you have a big loaf of bread. Do you eat it all, put it in your mouth, all of it? Right? You're gonna go to hospital if you do this. So same here. If you're not sure what you're doing, start a bit by bit. Now we need to add up. Now to execute the other part, for length, we need also a function that helps us to count how many characters exist inside a string. In order to achieve this, we have a function called length in Oracle. Length. Also, we don't know how to use. Then we go to do experiments first. So select length. Then we provide some string. Let's see. Hello world. Single quotation, don't forget. From. Then it says 11 character. So it's quite easy to use. Again, we need to replace this with a column name. Correct? That's it. Then now we go back to the query after we are confident that we know how to make it better. Then we come here. Then say length, last name. Right? It's about last name as well. The length. And the length of the last name for all employees. As we need also to have alias. Now if we run from employees, then we get the expected result. So king, 4 character, 4, and so on and so forth. But the question is not ended yet. Keep asking. For all employees whose name starts with the letter J. This should be easy, right? We discussed about similar thing. How to do this? What operator we need to use? What is it?